Welcome to using the Data Analyst worksheet within the Team-Initiated Problem-Solving Model. The Data Analyst worksheet is a document to prompt data analysts in their review of data. It helps them follow steps to gather big picture data, outcome data for previously defined problems, and also scan current data for potential new problems that need to be discussed. It's divided into 3 sections. The first section is going to look at the big picture of data. It's going to ask the question of, is there a problem? Let's take a look at an example from Hallie View Elementary School. We're going to look at data of the percentage of students at meeting expectation first in reading, well at or above their goal line. And now again, a big picture look at the school of the percentage of all their students meet expectation in math, again, well above their goal. So Hallie View might capture this image by showing that at the school level, all grades are performing within expectation. However, there potentially are some individual students who are having academic and behavior concerns that need to be addressed during their problem-solving model. So is there a problem? There is not a problem at the core curriculum level. However, when we look at individual students, there are individual students who need some problem solving. So let's look at the second section now. There are previously defined problems or old problems from prior meetings. This is where we're going to gather that information and help the data analyst in the steps to be able to gather outcome data. So again, right now we first take our precise problem statement and goal statements from our previous meeting minutes or from our other notes, and we add those in here. So let's take a look now again at Hallie View. We have an individual student whose reading fluency skills are below expectation, and they believe that that is being driven by her weak phonics skills. There was a goal established during that meeting. So now the next step for our data analyst is to be able to gather the current levels so that we can say whether or not things have gotten better, the impact of the solution, and whether or not the goal was met. Let's turn back to Hallie View so we can look at Jasmine's progress over time. We can see in her phonics skills, she's right on target where we want her to be, and also in reading fluency, she's making steady gains towards her long-term goals. So we can complete this now with the current information, and then again the direction of change. Things are getting better, and the goal, at least the short-term goal at this point, has been met. All this now gets entered into the TIPS meeting minute form and the effectiveness of solution. Again, this was a previously defined problem. So our first 5 columns going across were just copied and pasted from a previous meeting. We are now answering the effectiveness solution. Let's take a look at the final section. This is to help guide data analysts in their scanning of data to see if there are any potential new problems that need to be discussed. The first, again, section is going to say, is there a problem? And then we're going to try and tease apart the precision elements to help put us on the right course for selecting solutions and identify any current level data that we have available. Let's take another look at another example. This is going to be for disruptive behaviors for an individual student. This was a teacher referral, and the teacher's been gathering information or data on the frequency of Paul's disruptive behaviors each day during reading and math. We have an average for each of the 2 weeks. We can also see that there's a contrast between math and reading. We also asked the teacher to identify a goal or a tolerable level. So the line where we can say that this will no longer be a problem, and she's identified that as one disruptive behavior during class. When we look more closely at this, yes, there is a problem. And you can see from that information, we're able to tease apart precision elements and gather our current levels. All this information now filters directly into the TIPS meeting minute form under New Problem for the first box where we have the precision statement. Again, this now can be shared during the upcoming meeting as a draft that can be tweaked and played around with depending on the discussion that happens during the problem-solving process. We hope this has been a helpful video walking through the structure and purpose of the Data Analyst worksheet. To keep up to date with additional resources, follow us on our website, tips2info.blogspot.com. You can also follow us on pbis.org. If you click on training, you'll pull up all of our tips materials. And also, our videos will be continually updated onto YouTube. So go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube and you will get notifications when we have uploaded new videos. And finally, connect with other people who are implementing tips in their school districts on Tips Connect through a Google community.